بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أصحاب السعادة، الحضور الكريم، أسعد الله صباحكم بخير بكل خير. يطيب لي بداية أن أرحب بكم جميعا في هذا المؤتمر المتميز الذي يشهد مشاركة عالمية من ذوي الخبرة في قطاع التعليم العالي والجامعي. ويطيب لي أن أتقدم بالشكر الجزيل لسعادة الدكتور ماجد بن علي النعيمي، وزير التربية والتعليم، رئيس مجلس أمناء جامعة البحرين، على رعايته الكريمة لهذا المؤتمر الأكاديمي الهام، وعلى تشريفه لنا يوم أمس حفلنا في رحاب جامعة البحرين. Your Excellency, distinguished guests and friends from around the world, may I take this opportunity to welcome you to the Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm confident that your stay here will be one that you will remember for all the right reasons. Bahrain is known for its warmth and hospitality, and last night we were honored to have you. Many of you are here to visit us on our campus in Sakhir. The Kingdom of Bahrain in 2014 launched the National Strategy for Higher Education and Research. These key elements of this strategy are reflected in the tracks of this conference: teaching quality, employability, research quality, internationalization and accreditation. In the last few years, national progress can be measured by several global indicators, and we have seen the rise of branch campuses as Bahrain establishes itself as an educational hub focusing on quality. With the new competition comes new challenges and opportunities. The Ministry of Education recently introduced institutional accreditation to ensure that the mechanisms are in place to ensure students get the best possible experience. To ensure professional development of staff is a priority, ensuring programs and curriculum are relevant to the labor market, that campuses have fit for purpose, infrastructure and facilities. Importantly, the shift towards higher order thinking has been significant in the recent years as Bahrain accelerates towards achieving its 2030 vision and the economy built on knowledge, technology, innovation, and agile skilled workforce. The 2017 Innovation Index from the World Economic Forum shows Bahrain's improvement in 7 out of 8 indicators. And driving this culture of innovation are our universities. Significant improvement in innovation, capacity, quality of research institution, and university-industry collaboration is there for the world to see. Consequently, Bahrain is emerging as a hub for fintech entrepreneurship and powered by our graduates. It therefore comes no surprise that large corporations such as Amazon Web Services and Huawei are setting up their regional headquarters in Bahrain to allow them to tap into this rich, dynamic potential. The University of Bahrain would like to take this opportunity to announce that it will take the lead in setting up a strategy for innovation, and like to invite all our local partners to be stakeholders in the formation of this strategy. The National Research Strategy has been proven to be the catalyst for higher quality international research partnership that focus on national and regional issues of water security, food security, and clean energy. University of Bahrain is proud to be working on long-term research projects with some of the world's leading universities, such as Oxford, Loughborough, and Shanghai universities, with a focus on solving problems and contributing towards sustainable goals. The point of research is to improve the lives, and this is best delivered through partnership and tackling real-world problems. And now, through cloud technology, universities are able to collaborate in a faster, better, and more cost-effective way than ever before. Better and more than doing it individually. There has been no better time than now to use technology effectively to translate research into scalable solutions. The higher education sector in Bahrain has also seen the development of partnerships working both locally and internationally. Local universities are working together through joint research agreements, joint programs with overseas universities, staff and student exchange, and importantly, building teaching capacity by sharing best practices, knowledge and training programs. It is the responsibility that we all face of ensuring that every student gets the best possible experience, and that can only be achieved through the continual development of faculty and institutions. Bahrain hosting the 8th QS Mabel Summit Conference for the first time signifies that strides that the higher education sector has made in recent years. And we hope that when you leave our island, you leave with a positive view of the higher education sector, our university, and our students, many of whom are here today. This conference, under the themed advancement of university excellence in all its forms, comes at an appropriate time as the world around us moves at higher speed, yet is full of unknown and uncertainties. The challenges that we face in higher education today are very different than those 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. The velocity of technological change we are experiencing, the advancement in machine learning and automation puts millions of jobs at risk over the coming decade. Universities have to prepare students for work that in many cases does not exist yet. Therefore, the emphasis is to teach students how to learn for a lifetime, not just for a few years. The 2017 CEO survey, which gained the views of over 10,000 CEOs around the world, ranks their top 5 concerns as follows: technology, the availability of key skills, cyber threats, geopolitical uncertainty, and over-regulations. By 2030, artificial intelligence is expected to provide a 15.7 trillion boost to GDP worldwide, the equivalent of adding 13 new Australias to the global economy. Therefore, the challenge for university is not just to stay relevant, but also to look beyond the curve. The term advancements of university excellence in all its forms is therefore a real opportunity to examine the systems, the architecture and infrastructure needed for university to contribute to the economies, public services and societies of our respective countries. As technology continues to change our lives, it is redefining how we as universities can create a lasting impact with our students. Already, universities are issuing certificates through blockchain, and accepting fees paid in Bitcoin. This is reality. It is through conferences like these that we can call on global academic community to come together, to help, to not just understand what the higher education ecosystem of the future looks like, but to start building it. The global nature of higher education can be represented by this room. Over 40 countries represented, with many of us dealing with the same forces of change. The demographic shifts, tighter budgets, students' mobility rates under pressure, increasing online provision, increased local and regional students' choice, increasing transnational education, research that has an impact and contributing to the economic and growth of our countries through entrepreneurship and skilled students. All of these, even without mentioning ranking. The higher education sector must not stand still. We must constantly challenge ourselves to find innovative and practical approaches to teaching and learning, to deepen relations with industry, to lead innovation, and to take research to the next level by developing solutions that changes lives for the better. Moving beyond traditional research to multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary research across both borders and cultures. The increasing prominence and weighing of graduate employability on ranking represent a clear shift to an increased focus on students and the quality and the relevance of universities' experience. To match this approach, the mechanisms, the merits, which have traditional overseen higher education must also evolve. Student outcomes, job creation, contribution to society, and innovation instead of traditional input driving systems and thinking. The world is constantly evolving, and so must we as university and leaders in higher education. Demand for a university education is growing. According to the OECD, higher education is expanding rapidly. 43% of 25 to 34 years olds in the OECD has a university degree in 2016, up from 26% in 2000. In addition, adults with a university degree benefits from substantial returns on their investment. They are 10% more likely to be employed and will earn 56% more on average than adults who only completed a secondary education. The benefits of universities are clear. Higher education is one of global society's most important endeavors, and it must remain this way. However, increased demand denotes both increased competition and real responsibilities. University now must embrace the fact that in many cases it is a competitive market for students who have more information to make choices than ever before. This requires institutions to distinguish themselves through the quality of the students' experience offered, the outcomes of the education provided, and the impact of their research. With the rapid pace of change and the pressures that the higher education sector faces, it is crucial that as a global higher education community, we embrace these challenges. QS Mabel is a wonderful platform to share ideas, gain a deeper understanding of issues, and build networks to develop joining research that may lead to the next breakthrough. Therefore, I would urge everyone to make new contacts and to take advantage of this collaborative environment over the next few days. In fact, we are on an island. There is no chance to escape, so therefore we have no excuse not to find new opportunities of partnership working over the next 2 days. Finally, I would like to thank you all for coming to the Kingdom of Bahrain, and to Ms. Mandy Monk, Dr. Kevin, and the QS team for organizing this prestigious event, and our also partner in organization, Ahliya University. I would like to express my thanks and gratitude to Dr. Majid bin Ali Naimi, His Excellency the Minister of Education, for his patronage and his directions and care and support for the university. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a small film, so we'll show you 2-3 minutes. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it.